Make today iconic. What is up, guys? It's Upcoming Sports, back with another realistic rebuild here on my channel. In this one, we're doing the Orlando Magic, trying to bring them back to relevancy. Those are the objectives. If you guys want to pause those, these are the settings that I'm going to be using for most of my rebuilds. I might play with them a little bit to make them perfect, but for now, these are the ones. Orlando Magic. Obviously, they haven't been good in a while, probably since Dwight Howard took them to the finals. But we're going to try to get them back to the finals. Maybe even 2 back-to-back finals. Who knows? That's a little bit too far, but I really like what they got going. A lot of defensive pieces, a lot of good wings. As you can see, Aaron Gordon right here, 81 overall, the best player on this team. Mo Bamba, who they did draft, center. Very good defensive player. Could maybe develop into something good on offense, but it's going to take some time. So Vucevic's going to be here for a little bit. Probably I'm going to re-sign him and then look to trade him later for maybe a point guard even. But there you see Mo Bamba's ratings. And yeah, obviously the biggest hole on this team is point guard. We're going to start DJ Augustine, who's already 30 years old. So we're going to have to find a franchise point guard. But this is the rotation. Let's see what happens in the first season. So Steph Curry's going to win MVP for the Warriors in the first season. Luka Doncic, Rookie of the Year. Tyreek Evans, 6th man. Giannis, Defensive Player. And De'Aaron Fox, Most Improved. Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year. Let's check out the All-NBA teams. I doubt anyone on the Magic made it. I rarely see anyone Magic on the All-NBA teams. But Mo Bamba did make an All-Rookie team. All-Rookie second team. Pretty good stats from him. Not really good on offense, but the defense is always going to be there. We were really bad, second worst team in the Eastern Conference, so we're gonna have a pretty high pick, top 5 for sure. And we're draft probably, if there's a point guard, which I doubt there's a point guard in this draft class, we'll draft one. But Aaron Gordon, pretty nice season from him. He's on a extension, so Vucevic had a pretty solid season as well. We might re-sign him to a long-term deal. Jonathan Isaac, not really a good season, but he's more of a defender. So Golden State against Toronto in the finals. Let's see who's going to take it all. Most likely Toronto. They're really overpowered in this 2K. And they do. Kawhi Leonard finals MVP. So in the draft lottery, let's see what pick we get. We get pick 3. Not too bad. So here I'm going to make a small trade. Send DJ Augustine to the Kings for Yogi Ferrell. Just to save a little bit of cap. Let us make some more moves in free agency. And we're also swapping second round picks. And with the 3rd pick in the NBA draft, we are going to take Romeo Langford. He's the best shooter in this draft, so it makes sense. We need some shooting on this team. We already got the defense. And in the 2nd round, we're going to pick up a power forward, Tim Norton, out of Cal. So he should be good for us in a couple of years. So Vucevic wants about $15 million per year, and I'm willing to offer him that because if he has a good season, then we can obviously trade him to a team for a point guard. And if not, then we'll go after someone else. But Jarrell Martin, I'm also going to bring back on a 1-year deal. He played pretty well for us off the bench, so it makes sense. So here's the roster for the 2nd season. Vucevic did end up signing that contract, so we'll have some maneuverability there. Fournier is still on his contract, so I'm not too sure if I want to move him or just wait till he expires. But here's a rotation. We did sign Trey Burke, who had a really solid season with the Knicks in real life. So I want to see what he can do for us in the meantime while we find a point guard. Let's see what happens. So Giannis is going to win the MVP for the Bucks, averaging godly numbers. RJ Barrett, Rookie of the Year. Kawhi Leonard, Defensive Player. And DeAndre Ayton, Most Improved, with Lloyd Pierce, Coach of the Year. But let's see if anyone made an All-NBA team, which I doubt. It's barely the 2nd season. Not much progression going on for us, but maybe Aaron Gordon could one day make it. We were still pretty bad, but we did improve a little bit, so I'm kind of glad we did. Jonathan Isaac and Mo Bamba, Aaron Gordon, they're all going to be progressing throughout this whole video, so we'll probably go 5 seasons. But Aaron Gordon, another really nice season from him. Scoring and rebounding. Romeo Langford, pretty solid rookie season. from him for the number 3 pick. Vucevic had a pretty good season as well. We might trade him in the offseason though. And Trey Burke, I will take those numbers from him as the starting point guard. Mo Bamba, again, playing really solid defense. So finally, the Celtics make a finals in a 2K. But Warriors Celtics in the finals. Let's see who's going to take it all. Most likely the Warriors. But it's pretty competitive. Warriors in 6 games. Kevin Durant, finals MVP. So we're actually projected the 11th pick. Let's see if we get lucky. We do not. So I was looking for some landing spots for Vucevic, and the Thunder actually made the most stupid trade in the world. They traded Steven Adams for Paul Millsap. I don't know why, but now they need a good solid center. They have Dennis Schroder, who wants to start at point guard for a team. As you can see here, they do not have a center besides Cristiano Felicio, which is really bad, so this makes sense. And with the 11th pick, we're going to pick up a backup center now that Vucevic is gone, and Mo Bamba is going to start at center for us. So here's the roster for the 3rd season. As you guys saw in the trade, we picked up our franchise point guard in Dennis Schroder. He's going to be really solid for us. Last season, he averaged, I think, 18 points per game and 7 assists. So that's really nice if he can duplicate that or even get better for us. That's going to be amazing. But here's the rotation. Jonathan Isaac's still going to start. I like his defense. Let's see what happens. So in the 3rd season, LeBron James is going to win MVP for the Lakers. Cole Anthony for the Blazers Rookie of the Year. And Rudy Gobert Defensive Player. Mike D'Antoni Coach of the Year. Let's see if anyone finally made an All-NBA team from the Magic. It looks like we don't have anyone on an All-NBA team, but that's okay. We're still progressing. We're still pretty young. And we did not make the playoffs again, but we're definitely getting closer. We won more games. We keep winning more games every season, so that's always a good sign. Romeo Langford averaging the most points. Dennis Schroder, very good season. I will take that from Dennis Schroder. We're most likely going to re-sign him in the offseason to a big contract. Mo Bamba, again, very solid playing that defense. Jonathan Isaac, again, not a very good scorer, but doesn't matter. Raptors and the Rockets in the finals. Let's see who's going to win. James Harden versus Kawhi Leonard. 2-1 Rockets, 2-2, 3-2 Raptors, and the Raptors win it. Kawhi Leonard finals MVP. So we actually got the 11th pick again for the 2nd year in a row, and we're going to take Douglas Cook. Pretty solid small forward. We can trade him if we need to. In free agency, we're going to splurge our money. We have the cap. Jabari Parker wants to get paid. He signed a 1-year deal with Brooklyn last season. I don't know why, but he has not gotten paid yet. We're going to offer him $30 million a season to come play for us. Coming off a very solid season from him. We need some scoring to add to our defensive presence. So Jabari Parker ended up signing with us. Now our offense is looking super deadly with Schroder, Langford, and Jabari. Mo Bamba with the defense along with Jonathan Isaac. This team's looking really balanced. We might even be a top defensive team. So here's the rotation. Schroder's going to start at point guard. Langford at shooting guard. Jabari, Aaron Gordon. Jonathan Isaac's going to be our 6th man. Romeo Langford with the MVP of the NBA. Averaging 21 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. I actually had to override this because they gave it to Steph Curry and they finished like number 2 seed in the West. We got the number 1 seed in the East with Langford putting up numbers like that. I think that has a lot more merit than just putting up stats. So that's why I did override it and gave it to Langford. It could have even gone to Dennis Schroder. Schroder put up close to 20 points per game and 8.8 assists. So Mo Bamba on the all-defensive 2nd team. Pretty dang good season. And if you guys can see here, number 1 seed in the East. I did not expect this, but we're really good defensively. We're actually the number 1 defense in the NBA. The Warriors are right behind us, though, at number 2. And we're going to be playing Atlanta in the 1st round, who are mostly offensive. They don't really play defense, so it's going to be a clash of offense and defense. But you guys can see here, Dennis Schroder putting up the points and the assists. Also, Jabari Parker, really nice season. Aaron Gordon. Really like this team's balance. in the first round of the playoffs. We are up 3-2 on the Atlanta Hawks, looking to close it out in 6 games. Let's see if we can do it. We're up by 5 going into the third, and we do end up winning it 112-93. Romeo Langford averaging a lot of points for this season. Dennis Schroder also putting up the points. We really have 4 go-to scorers on this team with Gordon, Jabari, Langford, and Schroder, so it's going to be dangerous. We're probably going to get to the finals if we can play that offense as well as the defense. But in this second round, we are up 3-0 on the Raptors. Did not expect this from Kawhi Leonard, although Kyle Lowry has regressed quite a bit. He's down to an 81 overall, which makes sense. He's pretty old in the 4th season. 102-78, we end up closing them and sweeping the Raptors. Romeo Langford putting up buckets along with Schroder. And Kawhi Leonard tried to carry the team, but he really couldn't. As you can see, Lowry not doing so good, only averaging 13 points. Conference finals against the Boston Celtics. We're up 3-1 right now. Let's see if we're going to close it out here or we're going to go to another game. Celtics take a strong lead, and it looks like they probably are going to win this game. They do win 120-102. So, Jabari Parker putting up the buckets. Not good enough. This team's really stacked. Kyrie Irving, Gordon Hayward, Tatum, Brown. They also have Basie and LaMelo Ball. Obviously, they have a lot of good picks that they're going to be using throughout the next years. They could end up with like Zion Williamson and RJ Barrett on the same team, and it's going to be nasty, but we are going to close them out here in 6 games. Romeo Langford putting up buckets along with Schroder. They scored like 70 in this game. Wow. Combined, the backcourt scored 70 on Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward, but yeah, that's just nasty from them. We are going to end up taking on the Golden State Warriors in the finals, so let's see how this goes. Game 1, we do lose. Steph Curry just going off. In NBA 2K19, I don't know why, but he averages like 40 in the finals every time. Game 2, we also lose, so it's not looking too good right now. And Jabari Parker, 24 points, wasn't enough. Can we force another game? 3-0 down. It's not looking good at all. Romeo Langford tried it, but he didn't even break 20 points. And let's see if we can get a game here and maybe start a comeback. But it looks like we are going to blow them out here. Dennis Schroder with a huge game, dropping 30 points. And yeah, this team's just stacked beyond imagination. So we might lose here in 5 games. I probably bet that we are going to lose here. And yeah, the firepower of the Warriors is going to be probably too much. So there's probably no way we're going to come back. So I'm just going to try to get some buckets here. See what this team's made of. Curry on Jonathan Isaac. That's a mismatch. And we get fouled. I don't know why Jonathan Isaac's in at point guard. But, I mean, I'll take that mismatch every day. Give me that green free throw. And let's see if we can make this other free throw. So 2 for 2 on the free throws. Not too bad. See if I can get the starters in. I think they're all in. But Schroder on Curry. That's not too good of a match right there. But we're going to foul Curry. I don't know why. Let's see if we can get some stops. They get in the... Who is that? I don't even know who that is. Laverne, maybe? Oh, give me that steal. Give me that steal. Give me those cookies. Jonathan Isaac to the rack. Ooh, that's easy for him. He's too long. Okay, pause. Yeah. He has length, okay? He has length and he can score buckets. That's what I meant. He has length and he can score buckets. Don't get the wrong idea. I just pause. Jonathan Isaac's a good basketball player. Okay, yeah. Okay, we got that. Okay. And yeah, that's way off. So KD's just going to drop 36 points like it's nothing. Curry also 35 points. Yeah. Can't really stop that, but I mean, Romeo Langford and Jabari could go off like that, but they just don't really go off a lot as much as Curry and KD can. So So Stephen Curry's going to win Finals MVP, I believe, for the first time in his career. So we are going to go another season, see if we can take down the Warriors if we get to the finals, and they do, obviously. We're just trying to win an NBA championship. We've obviously already gone past the objectives. The Magic are relevant now. It's time to win a championship in the final season. Same rotation, same team. Let's just get it done, and let's see what happens. So Romeo Langford's going to win another MVP back-to-back. #1 seed again, best defense in the NBA. He deserves it. 20 points per game, 8.5 assists. We're going to give it to him. And we also got Coach of the Year, so you guys can see we actually had the best record in the NBA. So it makes sense that Romeo Langford deserves this award. And Langford obviously on the All-NBA third team. Mo Bamba on the defensive team again. A beast on defense. And we obviously won the most games in the NBA. We barely beat the Warriors in games, in wins, but still the best record. And we're going to play the Indiana Pacers, who have Kemba Walker and Oladipo. That's going to be filthy. Al Horford also on that team. Player stats, Romeo Langford, you guys saw. Dennis Schroder putting up pretty much the same numbers. Everyone pretty much playing as they did last year. So here in the first round, it's looking like we're going to get a sweep on the Pacers. I thought with Kemba and Oladipo, they might have put up a better fight, but it's looking like we might get the sweep here, and we do get a sweep. So Kemba and Oladipo might not be actually a good formula for the Pacers. They might want to move on, or maybe we're just that good. As you guys can see, we're going to check out the team stats. Points per game, we are 10th on offense, and allowed points per game, we're obviously #1. Here in the second round against the Washington Wizards, we're up 3-2. They pretty much have the same team, John Wall, Bradley Beal, and I think they added a couple other guys, but pretty much the same team. And we're actually going to take an L here, so the Wizards are actually going to take us to 7 games. Would not have expected this at all. I thought maybe the Pacers would have given us a better matchup, but hopefully we can close it out here. Still a pretty close game in the fourth quarter. We're up 3 only. We're only up 3, only up 2, only up 5. And we are going to win by 4 points. Very close series, probably too close for my liking. But we'll be moving on to the conference finals for the second year in a row. Yeah, this team, Bradley Beal, John Wall, not too much going on here. And the Boston Celtics got their rematch against us, but they're down 3-1 again in the conference finals. I thought the Celtics could also put up a good fight with us. Don't know how the Wizards pushed us to our limit, but we are going to win here against the Celtics by 7 points. Dennis Schroder coming up big in this game. Tatum leading them in scoring. Kyrie didn't really do much in this game. And the rematch we've all been waiting for. Warriors against the Magic in the NBA Finals for the second year in a row. We do win game 1. And Curry went off. What the? No way. They have Carl Anthony. What? How? They still have KD, Draymond, Clay. He has a max contract. What is this, 2K? Kevin Durant, max contract. Steph Curry, max contract. Klay Thompson, pretty good contract. Draymond Green, 20 mil. What the frick? If you can explain this in the comments, go ahead and try to, but we're still going to be up 2-0. I don't know how this team should be destroying us. They have Towns, Durant, Curry, Thompson. They finally win a game, but they should have swept us. I don't know why 2K is finessing them, but they should be sweeping us right now. We're up 3-1. I don't know how. Honestly, they have added Karl Anthony Towns to the best team in history. I am just speechless right now, but we can now say that if we win this series, we've beat the best team in NBA history by far. There's no debate. And I'm gonna hop into this. This is just insane. I don't know what's going on, but KD, get that out of here, man. Just get that out of here. You don't need that bucket. Come on, man. Gonna try to get the starters in. Gonna try to close this series out and take down by far the greatest team in NBA history. No debate. But let's see if we can finesse some buckets here. Mo Bamba to the rack. And yeah, that was a bad shot. That was a pretty bad shot by my part, but it doesn't matter. We are up 7 as long as nothing finessey happens. And of course, KD's gonna hit that fadeaway. Yup. We're only up 5 now, so we need a bucket here. Mo Bamba pick and roll with Schroder. Oh yeah, roll. Oh yeah, that's a dunk. Oh my goodness. Draymond, get out of here, man. Try to block Mo Bamba. Haven't you heard the song? Oh, that's actually pretty sick right there. I really like that animation for the player of the game. That's really cool from 2K19 that they did add. So you guys can see there, Dennis Schroder has 27, and of course, KD's gonna hit that. But yeah, Dennis Schroder has 27 points in this game, this closeout game. So gonna try to get another bucket right here. And if I can get, get sauced. Oh, I sauced Curry, but I did turn it over. So yep, and Clay's gonna hit that. So we're only up 3. Langford. I'm not sure if I should run the clock out. They're gonna get a shot, or I'm gonna try to score. Yeah, I'm gonna try to score here. Get a little pick. And oh, that was a bad. I didn't mean to pull up. I did not mean to pull up at all. But we did get the rebound. Mo Bamba, you came up clutch in this one with that rebound. So now we're just gonna have to hit free throws. We can hit some free throws. This game's over, and we're gonna win the title. Schroder, first one. Oh, that's green. Second one to ice the game. Okay, yeah, just go ahead and miss that. Still a 2-possession game, so as long as nothing too crazy happens here, we're gonna win the title. Oh, Draymond. Yeah, out of anyone on the court, Draymond's the one who should be shooting that. We will live with that, but the Orlando Magic are the NBA champions after 5 years. Really good team. I really like this team, actually. I'll let you guys watch the ceremony, and then we'll check out the stats. So here are the stats. Steph Curry dropping 24 points in this game. Kevin Durant only 18 points. Towns, I still don't know how they got Towns on this team, but he didn't play that well. Dennis Schroder, 28 points and 10 assists. Langford, 21, 8 and 8. Mo Bamba also 21 points. So Romeo Langford is the finals MVP. Doing pretty solid in every category: rebounds, assists, and points. So that's going to do it for this rebuild. Let me know what you guys thought of this team. Let me know what you guys would have done differently. Also, make sure to comment if it was realistic enough. What moves were realistic, what moves were not. Comment what team I should do next. Maybe your favorite team, maybe a team you just want to see rebuilt. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe for some more videos.
Never get to me. Bring out the Brxnks Truck. I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. Boss your life up.